13. Separation and divorce. As a general rule, marriage is a laboratory for emotional readjustments and a shop for moral reparations. Spirits that are in debt to one another meet in a family setup to fulfill important commitments. The meeting of congenial spirits will, of course, produce a harmonious conjugal relationship. The family climate is, in this case, one of continuous joy. It is the union of spirits on a mission of knowledge and goodwill, desirous to apply all their strength in the performance of noble tasks. In other cases, they meet to work out an important project that will affect their own future. A marital union gives them the opportunity to jointly make restitution to past adversaries and defenseless victims who are in dire need of help and upliftment. It is of fundamental importance, however, in such unions, that both overcome selfishness and acquire the means to strengthen their steps for the joint experience. Generally, moral virtues are better developed in marital relationships. Such virtues must be worked upon for the sake of the home and the mutual enlightenment of both spouses, in order to rightly fulfill their commitment. Their offspring, who are usually bad relationships with ties from the past, are also called upon to become polished in the home workshop. From this family gathering, several commitments will result, affecting the future of each member of the family clan, as well as of the group itself as a whole. Attracted to one another by redemptive needs, but unprepared for the task, not rarely, the members of this program of affection soon find out they cannot continue living together. In a way, the problem is due to rash decisions and a desire for immediate gratification that blur people's perceptions. It is often a problem of inordinate sexual behavior that becomes the cause of suffering in matrimonial life, a problem of difficult adjustment, almost always, ending in hatred and unfortunate tragedy. It is important in marriage not to confuse passion with love, or sexual interest with genuine affection. One of the causes of maladjustment in marriage is selfishness, a trait that ascribes to itself special values at the expense of the marriage partner to whom it is committed. Rather fascinated by coarser sensations than by the finer emotions, the unwary couple begin to retreat from each other, first in thought, then by attitude. They cease being tolerant and understanding, and soon develop animosity to be followed by frustrations, which in turn degenerate into serious and disturbing diseases. Had they really decided to help each other and to take the gospel lessons as their guide, had they accepted, as a fact, the temporary nature of the body and the great value of tests and experiences, they would have avoided many a tragedy that split families today and bring unhappiness to society. Marriage is an agreement of reciprocal duties which the spouses must strive to fulfill in order to succeed. The present materialistic society, although disguised as religious, favors the breaking up of marriage vows for minor reasons. This causes the majority of divorced couples to embark in pursuit of new sensations. The result is often a development of hallucinations produced by mild or strong obsessions resulting from their past behavior and an irresponsible present. Divorce as well as separation are legal solutions to what had already been morally consummated. Clearly, such a resolution is always commendable to avoid a much greater harm and the worsening of conduct between the couple as they undergo a process of readjustment, which they will not be able to evade. They, of course, will have to meet again eventually, perhaps under less favorable circumstances. It is essential that, before any final decision for separation or divorce, all efforts for reconciliation be made. This is more so in consideration of the children who are entitled to a respectable parental union. Their happiness greatly depends on every effort made by the parents to preserve this union. Difficulties exist in every human endeavor. Parents will be accountable for whatever suffering is imposed on their offspring. Had both doubled their efforts in personal renunciations, they would have contributed to the well-being of their children. Asterisk, should you find yourself in a difficult situation that results in problems for your children, stop and think. They need you, but they also need the other founding partner of the family. You should not rush into solutions that sometimes can only complicate things. Give time for the other party to awaken, and a sufficient period for readjustment. As far as you are concerned, remain at your post. Let it not be you who makes a decision in that wrong direction. Humility and perseverance in one's duty can change a behavior and rekindle the flame of understanding and love. Do not, however, stay together until there is such a build-up that can result in tragedy. If someone does not, of his own free will, desire to remain with you, do not become a shackle or a prison to him. Each person takes the road he prefers, and lives the life that is pleasing to him. Yet, wherever he may go, he will experience the conditions under which he deserves to be. Have patience and trust in God. When a certain circumstance is altered, or a situation is changed, do not imagine that life and happiness are gone forever. Keep cheerfully in the expectation that whatever you do not possess today will be your life's fortune later on. If you are alone and your strength is failing, give yourself another opportunity in noble and devoted love. Should you have a difficult spouse to deal with, love him or her just the same. Do not abandon the struggle, but make of your spouse a friendly soul with whom you have commitments from the past. You are to build a joyful future that will give peace to both, offering other spirits who come to the flesh an excellent opportunity for their redemption. On Sunday's new chapter of the work, contribute by making donations with the publishing of works in the English language. Subscribe to our networks at Casa de Reading KO YouTube and Facebook.